Yay, succulents! Today is all about succulents. How to keep them happy, what containers to put them in, and how to display them. So these are the succulents that I have. There's different types of succulents. My favorite is jade. Typically, I've learned that succulents don't do well in glass jars because there's no drainage. Mine started to So I have some tips for you so that you have a successful succulent garden, whether it's in one or many. First tip is sunlight. So succulents need a lot of sunlight. If I don't have them in a window or near a window, I rotate them. I'll take them off the shelf and put them on the windowsill, or take it from my nightstand and put it on the windowsill so they can get a good day's worth of sun before I put them back. And I'll do that rotation, the same thing I do with water. So tip number 2 is water. What I do is I collect all my plants once a month. I put them in my kitchen sink and I water them down, and then I let them sit there so that they can drain all of the water out. Okay, so I just got back from the thrift store and I want to show you what I got because I found some really great pieces. First up is this yellow bowl. I just love the color. It's plastic and it has a cute little flower in it. I'll end up drilling a hole in this, no problem, for drainage. This is, I think, a vase because it has felt on the bottom. It says it's from Ecuador, so that's really neat. This one looks Polynesian, maybe Hawaii. There's some flowers on here. Super cool wooden engraved cup. Next is this awesome gray-blue hot coffee cup. It's plastic, so that's awesome, and I love the color. This is a super cute honey pot. I mean, come on, I may just steal this and use it as a honey pot because it's adorable. But for 99 cents, you can't beat that wood. I mean, it's super cute. So let's talk about drainage. Containers that you find at a thrift store or around the house may not have correct drainage holes. So what I've done is I've taken a 1/4 drill bit and I have drilled through the plastic and wood containers. Metal does really well. If you are experienced with glass, go ahead and do that, but I'm not, so I'm just going to stick with these types of containers for now. The third tip I have for you is about the container that houses your succulents. When picking what succulents to plant in what container, take note of how large the opening is. That is how wide of a succulent you'll want to choose. So jade grows up instead of out to begin with, so that would be a good candidate for this one. A really big, large, wide circle one would be one of these blossoms because there's a lot of area for them to work with. So let's go ahead and plant one. So I don't want my windowsills to be the only place that my succulents can be because that's where all the sunlight is. So I wanted to make these holders so that they could hang from the window but not necessarily take up the windowsill. Succulents are really hardy plants. Once you know the tips and tricks, it becomes really easy to be able to enjoy them. Yay, succulents!